Oh, dude, hashtag free Britney.
Hashtag
Free Britney.
Free
Yes.
Hashtag free Britney.
Hashtag free Britney.
Have you seen you haven't. The Britney Spears, I'd say documentary.
It's a documentary.
It's a one-part documentary.
Yeah.
It was started on FX. It's on Hulu if you haven't seen it. It's not really a spoiler because we kind of know what's going on in her life. So it's I saw a preview for it. I'm like, I need something to watch. I'll record that. I gotta quit watching people dying. I'm gonna watch Britney Spears. Career's dying, but whatever. I record it. Dude, that shit was insane.
Insane.
The way the media treated Britney Spears was fucked up. And I told you guys last night, they came over to the Super Bowl party, hashtag good friends, hashtag back friend. When you guys came over, hashtag free Britney. Free Britney. For real, free Britney.
Her, for real.
I'll protest with you guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
When you watch that, how bad do you feel?
Dude,
for Britney
I kept
Spears?
standing up and getting mad.
Getting mad.
Yes, I kept going, what the?
Because, dude, her father controls everything.
Everything.
He wasn't in her life.
She has no say.
He wasn't even in her life.
He was not part of her come up at all. She goes crazy, quote unquote crazy, after she loses her children. They won't let her see her children. When she shaved her head and did all that shit, it was because she couldn't see her kids. She was going fucking nuts.
Bro,
dude, you take my kids.
On top of paparazzi pressure.
Oh my God.
And the paparazzi was so fucked up.
Is that legal?
Well, now they've changed the rules a little bit, but kind of.
Because they were like all up in her fucking face.
But how fucked up was it? How fucked up was it when she was doing interviews? They're like, have you had sex with Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
They could never do that now.
Yeah.
And the way they treated
a
her
lot of
was
that, she was like a kid when that happened.
It was.
she was a
kid.
Yeah, she was a teen.
You watch that and you're like, what the fuck is going on? How
Bro,
do
it
you
was
guys
making
treat
me
this?
mad.
And then how about
I'm
they
pissed
have
off now.
how about they have that one guy on there who he did a bunch of documentaries.
guy.
And it was Anderson Cooper, and they're like, this just in, Britney Spears goes crazy. And then he goes, I got an idea. How about you just leave her alone?
Oh,
He goes,
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore goes, how about you just leave her alone?
He goes, yeah, why you guys like just leave her alone? Why is everyone bugging?
And then CNN, Anderson Cooper's like, oh, they seize up. He's like, I got an idea. How about you fucking leave her alone, man?
Yeah.
That was my thing. Like, leave her alone, man.
Yeah, so like they forced her to pretty much, react the way she reacted. Think about it. Like if you bro, there was like 12 cameras
than that.
In
her face.
In her face.
At all times she goes in.
This is before JT or after JT?
She went to the gas station.
Before
She went to the
and
gas
during
station to
and
go to the
after.
restroom. She was coming out the restroom. They hounded her at the fucking the door she was walking out of the restroom.
And then they have an attorney on there, and they're asking about, basically power control. Like, she signed over, and her dad has full power of her career, finance, real estate, everything. And the attorney was like, oh, I went to visit her just to see, like, mentally where she's at. She's like, she's aware of what her father represents, the power that he has. And he goes, just ask her a few questions right away. It's like, oh, no, she doesn't need this.
Yeah.
Like, he shouldn't have this control over her. So they even went to court with it, and they still didn't grant her access.
Was he in her life?
Crazy thing.
No.
Here's the crazy
He's a piece
thing
of
too.
shit.
So when they go to court, she's paying for her lawyers and his.
Are you serious?
And then the person who was handling all her shit goes, I need a raise. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
And they tried
this
to-
isn't how it
They tried
works.
to get a
do it into a
raise.
business.
Yes.
When it's supposed to be a conservatorship that takes care of her, because a conservatorship is usually put in place because a person can't take care of themselves, and so
But obviously she could.
the court says that she mentally was unable to take care of herself, and she had so much money that she would have been taken advantage of. So they put her father in place in charge of her as a person and her finances.
And what she's saying is, I don't want my father to do it because he's a bad guy. Let a bank do it. If you're worried about that, she goes, I think I'm fine. But if you're really worried about that, let a bank do it. Not my father. He has different intentions.
Yeah.
It's nuts, dude.
It's insane.
How much
And
was
they
she
tried to
worth?
profit
and then
She's worth a lot.
She's worth a ton. And then
worth
now
a
she
ton.
goes, I'm not going to perform until you.
Yeah, she
release
won't.
this. She goes,
she
I'm
won't
not going to
perform.
work.
She won't do any.
She has
any
all these
work.
offers. Like, she's like, I'm not going to work until he doesn't have power over
Yeah.
me. Because he's getting her money.
He's getting money. When she was like doing the American Idol stuff, because like
She
there
was
was a point in
blowing
time
up,
where
dude.
she wasn't
X Factor,
doing stuff.
the residency in Vegas.
She got the
I
residency
remember
in
that.
Vegas.
Yep.
Vegas.
Yep.
Then how about that one thing
gets-
her dad put together where she's going to do like a ton of shows in Vegas and she's supposed to perform, but she didn't.
canceled it.
Yeah.
She's like,
She
nope, I'm
canceled
not
it,
doing it
yep.
because her dad.
put
Yeah.
that together.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we need to make money.
Dude, you watch that, you're like, how the help her out, man.
Yeah, it's insane.
Man,
And then you
free
look, and then
Britney.
you hashtag free Britney.
Hashtag
and then,
free Britney.
Hashtag please free Britney. And then you
I did it again.
Hashtag baby one more time. But then you hit me with your best shot. But that's not her.
I was just about to say, wait, we can switch it.
Dude, you watch it and it's so fucked.
Dude.
And then her social media, she's literally crying for help. She's literally like, she's giving all these signs like, I need help, man.
Even when she was on that horse?
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
When she posts on social media because her dad's so fucking old, doesn't know how it works.
Yeah.
That's her asking for help from the outside.
Chin,
but even Federline was like saying like,
what can I see Instagram? Can I see Instagram?
I think Federline is like backing her up too.
Everyone is.
Yeah,
her brother. How about when they interview her brother? And he was like, "Well, they're strong-minded women," and the interviewer was like, "Well, that's a good thing, right?" He's like, "To a certain extent."
To a certain extent, he sounded fucking whack.
This is crazy.
What is that?
This is our Instagram. Where's the crowd?
No, I don't know what that. I'm talking about what that.
No, this is her just bored as fuck. But
go back.
Get out of here, Chin. Go to the one where she looks crazy. The media. Well, that far left one with the video.
Another big black eye. Another big eye moment. Oh.
You want to go to the black one?
Yeah, let me see the body.
A lot of you guys have been writing in and you want to know what my main goals are for 2021. Number 1 is to meditate more. Number 2 is to take a cooking class. Number 3 is to do a Pilates class and actually follow through with the class. And number 4 is I've got to try this ice cream diet. Okay, so I heard that a lot of you guys have been...
See, it's signs right there. So when she walked back and forth, she's pacing, you know?
And she's reading off something.
We read it, exactly. We took that nice acting class.
I'll say this, though, after watching some of this shit. I'll say this.
Hashtag free Britney.
Hashtag free Britney, but also... like there's something off, right? It's like you get a weird vibe when you're watching this stuff. Mm-hmm. And as much as when you watch that the documentary obviously has a narrative to make us feel this way, which we get, and she should have control of her shit. If she's going to spend all her money and give it to bad people, she's a grown adult. She can do that. It happens to a ton of celebrities. Yeah. But we don't know the facts. So for a court to go, no, the dad still should control it. And this is a court that's supposed to be not, unbiased. We don't know exactly what's going on. She might be batshit crazy. We're all free Britney, but she's like, fuck yeah, free me. And you're like, whoa.
But also at the same time, you got to look at the way she came up. Like, I mean, those early interviews with her, like when
the way the public and the media treated her was insane. When her and Justin broke up, people are harassing Justin like, you owe her an apology. He's like, bitch, what?
Yeah.
He's like,
and they said he kind of like made the Crimea River video based off of like
dissed her.
Great song.
I remember that song.
Yeah, great song.
He dissed her. Now you get paid for documentaries. Who get paid for that?
No, I don't think she didn't participate in it.
There's like
people make money off of documentaries, but I don't think you can pay people to be in it.
No,
I'm saying.
You're saying who? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
What is your question?
He's saying like, did Britney Spears make money off that doc? I don't think so.
She's not associated with it.
Like the OJ docs, like the OJ docs and stuff. He doesn't get paid off that. Like the Richard Ramirez docs or Charles Manson, they don't get paid off that.
But
Nirvana didn't get paid.
Certain ones,
I think if they're in it, so they said they reached out for Britney to be in it, and they never heard back, and they think that it never got to her.
Okay, because of
so you and Stevie argued because my girl's like you should do something about this topic, bring light to it on your show. I'm like, I'm just I hear you. I'm not Oprah, and however many people see this, I get it.
What's your girl say?
And also, hashtag free Britney, but also, it's kind of like this Tiger King, like Joe Exotic, where like we got to get him out. Yeah, kind of, but also he really did hire someone to kill this other person, so he kind of should probably do some time. I know it's a cool thing to do with Britney too. Like you see these videos, you're like, hashtag free Britney, but also control her finances.
But I just think
it's tough because it is super tough. Because the media paints a certain page all the time with everything.
All the time.
Whether it's online or media, which online is kind of is media now.
Yeah.
They'll paint a narrative, and you can really run with it a certain way.
Dude, when I was listening to like when they were interviewing like those paparazzi dudes, I wanted to fight them so bad. I'm like, bro, y'all did this to a person. Like it was like torture, bro. The way they had these cameras up in her face.
But it happens a lot. So they basically killed Princess Diana too. That's
what I was going to bring that up.
Another one for you, and I just listened to this podcast. Forget the name of it. Shout out to whoever did it. On the Britney Murphy one. You remember Britney Murphy?
Yeah.
The drugs.
So that one's interesting too because the paparazzi kind of shitted on her and like painted her in a bad light, so she couldn't get a job. And then that Perez Hilton was kind of a piece of shit. He was doing an interview and they said, who do you think's gonna like be the next like Marilyn Monroe or something like that? And he goes, I wouldn't be surprised if Britney Murphy dies in the next 3 months. She died in like 3 months. So it's just like this toxic,
a great actress,
shit.
by the way. I love her.
She was great. I loved her.
What's her and Ashton Kutcher blew
Just
up.
Married.
Just Married.
Great movie.
Anyways,
but so Stevie was like, there has to be some reason because when the court of law was like, but the dad still should run some of it, and we'll bring in the bank. So now the bank is involved. And the dad's still
involved.
But when I hear that, and you're talking about high-powered lawyers that are really looking into the case, and she's getting evaluated like her mental capacity, there's something going on there, man.
See, I think it's weird that she is technically unfit mentally to take care of herself, but somehow she's fit enough to perform constantly and bring in all that money.
I know, and they make money off
that's
of
where like it doesn't make sense to me.
And
all thinks that she's crazy.
And all her coworkers are all, dude, her mentality is insane.
Oh yeah, even the dancers that work
she's
with
a
her,
beast.
Yeah, they're like
she's
so
in charge of
creative.
everything. She has like a specific eye for what she wants, what she doesn't want.
I told my girl, I went, man, for what, hopefully not, but if someone took my kids from me, like say me and my girl got divorced, somehow she had a case where you take my kids from me, dude, I'd be going fucking nuts too, man.
Crazy.
And that's a mama bird, and those kids are young.
And she don't
of course she goes fucking nuts.
Yeah.
They got cameras on her face.
Yeah, like when she tried to go to K-Fed's house to try to see her kids.
And he wouldn't let her.
And that's when they caught that famous photo of her bald.
With the umbrella. Yeah,
with the umbrella.
And beat the shit. Yeah, that's her releasing anger.
And and the dude was like,
Free Britney.
The paparazzi dude was like, he was saying like, oh, we need each other. Meaning like,
he was like, she needs us as much as we need her. I'm like, no, bitch.
Like, no,
you're
bitch,
a bad
get the
person.
fuck out of here. You're a bad person.
Get out of here.
Bad fucking person.
And he tried paying him, so he's like, I always ask if she's doing all right. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. You didn't give a fuck about
her.
No,
paparazzi are scum of the earth, man.
They can't do that anymore.
There's some, I don't know, what are the rules with paparazzi now, Chin? Do you have a computer in front of you?
Let's see.
Across the pond and the continent in California, paparazzi are legally prohibited from trespassing on private properties and telephoto lenses to survey private property, pursuing targets in cars. However, many criticize the laws having little in the way of teeth to back up its threats of liability. And some celebrities, so let's say say you get super famous and you're out to dinner with your girl, and a paparazzi snaps a picture of Chappelle Lacey, and then it's a good picture, you look great in it, and then you post it on your Instagram. Celebrities getting sued by the paparazzi and winning, going, well, that's my work. You owe me money.
What if he tags him?
It doesn't matter. It's like, dude, that's my work. It's like, yeah, but it's me, and I didn't give you access. I didn't tell you to shoot that photo. It's weird. It's fucked up.
Another one that's weird is when paparazzi follows around child stars.
So fucked up.
It's so weird. Like, how can a grown man or grown woman follow a child around LA or wherever they are to snap a photo?
Dude, when they showed Britney like walking out of a hotel with her 4-year-old son, and you see him, he's like, imagine that kid, man. How do those paparazzis not have a fucking human heart and just be
to fucking let these people
she's with her
be.
kid, let's let her chill, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it nuts?
You see where they got in the paparazzi dudes were getting in a fight? Yeah. That was pretty funny. These dudes,
it's just fun. Or when they take pictures of celebrities, like when they're on the beach, and who knows, man? Maybe they're taking a break from the crazy life and strict life, and they're a little out of shape. Like, go look at the gut on insert celebrity name.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? Or they shoot a bad picture of like Kim K. Like, look at her dumpy ass. Like, all right, dumbass. That's your job.
It's so
that's
stupid.
Your
and
job?
they used to make $1 million off of one photo of Britney Spears. That's insane.
What?
They would make.
They used to sell a photo of Britney. They're hoping that she looks disheveled and just out of it. They could sell a photo of her for $1 million back in the 2000s.
That's why it's so crazy.
So the tabloids ate that fucking picture.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they got their money. And then the guy from I think it was People or US Weekly was like, our marketing budget was $170,000 a week, and he was like, we put a ton of it into Britney. He's like tens of $1 million went to them following Britney. It's like, fuck you, man.
But they can't follow people like that anymore, right?
There's some rule now. If you're at home, they can't take pictures, stuff like that. But if you're out and about, they still can.
It's so disrespectful.
We see him at the airport all the time. TMZ waiting for
And that's the airlines, the people on airlines. They'll call up TMZ and be like, "Hey, Drake booked a flight to Toronto from LA." So when they land, they know they're there.
What?
Yeah, it's like airport people releasing like names who book flights. That's how they find out.
So they get paid for that. They're like, yo, give me a cut.
They get tipped.
There's like this weird thing that because Adam Sandler had stayed at the hotel that I worked at. Him and like his whole squad, and there was like a line of just people out there. I'm like, how the fuck did they know that?
The hotel calls.
There's this thing that basically this like kind of forum or website or something that you could basically follow where like a person like that's on tour, a celebrity that's like on tour or something, and find out like all these things about them. It's kind of
that's why you book Airbnb, son. You can't track
crazy.
that.
It's insane.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, super crazy.
I feel bad. For
like, cause we would get like in the hotel I worked at, we would get like all the basketball teams and like football teams and shit, and so people knew when they were coming in and knew like everything. They knew everything. I'm like, how the fuck? And it'd be like lying.
And I can't imagine like what Britney deals with. Like that's insane.
Oh, dude.
And the kids and like you'd go nuts. You'd go fucking nuts.
Yeah, the kids.
I remember Brock Lesnar was telling a story where he had his kid in his arm. This when Brock was like the biggest thing in the world and was fighting in the UFC. He was getting ready to fight, I think Cain Velasquez or Shankar, one of his big fights. And he walked out of like a gas station, a restaurant, and had his daughter in his hands. And the paparazzi was so frantic, they grabbed him while his daughter was in his hands, and he almost dropped his daughter. Dude, he was like, "Oh, I will rip your face off. If you touch me again, I will rip your fucking faces off." And they're like, "Okay."
We have that video. I would love to see.
Kanye? Didn't Kanye fuck up one of their cameras or something?
Yeah.
He like tossed a camera.
But
on
you
the
can
floor
see
and
why they do, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
Absolutely.
insane. It's nuts.
Damn.
Hashtag free Britney.
Hashtag free Britney.
But also,
Let's
look
get her
into-
help,
Let's
but
look-
free
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free her and get her
Let's get
help.
her better
Yeah.
help.
I gotta
Yes.
watch.
It'll make you upset.
Yeah, it
it's
makes
like,
you
dude,
upset.
why would you treat a person like that?
Yeah, it makes you so
And
upset.
she's so talented. It's
And, like,
like,
when
you know, we're missing out on Britney because she's just getting older. She could be touring. She could do residency in Vegas. But because you're doing this thing where her dad has all the power, you're not going to see her perform.
When the last time she performed?
It's been a minute.
2000 and what?
I don't
They
know.
gave
It's
her
been a minute.
she performed at an award show recently. Well, not recently, but probably the last
She
year. But she got a resurgence too, man. She came back strong.
what was sad was those interviews of her as a teen.
3 years ago, or
Yeah.
2.5 years.
They would like ask her about her tits.
Yeah, they're asking about like, oh yeah, everyone's talking about you and your underwear and your breasts, and she's like, I'm just here to talk about my music. Like what?
Yeah.
She had her titties out.
No,
it's just
they were
people
just
talking
like
about her
No, she
tits.
just dressed normal.
she was just
And
normal.
then like
these would be like live interviews.
and then like big name like anchors and analysts would be like, oh well, I don't like Britney, or and then, like I forget who it was, not Diana Sawyer. One of them was like, oh, I hate what she represents for women. I would shoot her if I could.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the governor of
yeah, like, what the
Maryland or
fuck?
something.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
the governor
Like,
or
what the
something.
fuck's
They
wrong
said the
with your
weirdest
wife?
shit. Yeah. It was
Shoot, Britney?
Shoot.
yeah,
And Britney
because
was like,
like
that's, and they told Britney that she's like, that's terrible.
A woman
Yeah.
or a man said
Woman.
that?
woman.
and like bro, a lot of these interviews, like at least the interviews they were showing on the doc, like you would just see her break down and it'd be so sad.
What's the end goal for that? Like
I don't know, just
you want to see
Well,
like,
everyone
a
likes
star
to watch a star just
fall, yeah.
because they're not talented.
hate themselves. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they've never done shit with their lives. They like to see that.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking terrible, man.
What the mayor of Maryland look like anyway? The governor, I should say.
Shit. She looks like shit. Really, if I had an opportunity to shoot Britney Spears, I think I would.
Damn.
And then Spears record label Jive says it's unfortunate. So did she come out and defend that comment? No. Yeah, she's a piece of shit. Fuck that lady.
I wonder why
She's
they.
no
I wonder why they never get like. Yeah, you see, like, and then they never really got Beyonce like this. They never like
Well, she from H-Town.
and she. I mean, she was a teen too when. She
Yeah, but she
started
was.
on-
I think she was in a group though. It's different. When she was a teen, she was in Destiny's Child, and then as she like mid-20s, then she became like.
But they're saying too when Britney was coming up, like They just talked about her sexuality all the time. How
Yep.
she's and then
She was also the
it was
first
during
of her
boy
kind.
bands, so then
Yeah.
no one talked about
you?
like no one talked about Justin Timberlake or nothing like that ever. No one really talked about any of those guys. They just shit on Britney all the time.
Yeah, it was literally
Dude, it's
all
so
on Britney.
you watch it, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Because now that I think about it, I go, why her?
Yeah.
There was like she wasn't the only one. Like Christina Aguilera was
Jessica
around that
Simpson,
time, Jessica
we had some
Simpson.
hitters on her.
Was Fergie on there?
Who?
I read something about Britney Spears when she was coming up. Her record label thought that when she was younger and she was singing, she sang so much like Christina Aguilera that they didn't want to compete with Christina, so they made her change the way she sung to that.
I heard that
raspy
same
voice,
thing too. Yeah,
and it damaged her vocal cords in the long run. And so, it's not even just a conservatorship that fucked her over. It's like her record label, all these other things.
Man, that poor girl,
Yeah.
so mismanaged, and still
Bro.
blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
So mismanaged.
fuck being that famous.
She better than all.
I would never want to be that famous.
No, me neither. How about when I got off stage at the Laugh Factory? Right away, you go, bro, I figured out what you look like. I'm like, what? This is in front of a bunch of other comics. I'm like, what? You're like, you look like a Rottweiler. We got a shit together.
Oh, you do, bro. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, dude.
Grab that mic, son.
You do, bro. Look.